Hey, boys and girls, it's Miss Bone here. And today you're doing some really fun stuff with polygons. You're going to be making some shapes and using this sort of puzzly Tangram puzzle to explore and really dive into understanding shapes. But I want to make sure that you're getting some verbal directions on how to make those pieces, because sometimes folding papers can be a little confusing and we're looking at pictures and we're like, wait, what does our teacher want us to do? And then we get frustrated because we cut it wrong and we can't do the activity. So let's just real quickly follow along. You can see the slide in front of you, and it is taking you through some written directions on how to prepare to make this puzzle. And you're going to do this fun hands-on stuff. But let's just make sure we fold it correctly. Okay? So everybody, I'll give you just a second or a minute or a couple seconds to grab yourself a white piece of paper. If you don't have a white piece of paper, you can use a lined piece of paper. You could even use a piece of your notebook paper. Doesn't matter. So grab that piece of paper. And we're going to end up turning this rectangle size paper into a square. Okay? So what you want to do first is make sure you're holding it. I like to say this is hamburger style. It's horizontal. It's the length across, not vertical, tall and skinny, but across. Okay? And then you're going to take this corner up here, one of the top corners. I know you're seeing me like a mirror right now. So take one of the corners and just fold it all the way down until it's perfectly even. And again, maybe it doesn't have to be perfect, but as even as you can get it on the other side. And you know what? I never make my crease when I fold stuff until I'm pretty sure I've got it. So you're going to end up with a piece of paper that, remember, it was this at once, but you took the top corner and you just folded it right down to the other side. So they're meeting here. Okay? And then you're going to make your crease. You should have a paper that once looked like this, now like this. You've got the diagonal line. Your two sides down here are matching up. That's right. Good. Okay. So once you have that, you're just going to take your scissor and you're going to cut this little flap right off. So as you can see, it's folded and you have this extra flap over here. So you're going to take your scissor and you're just going to snip that extra flap right off. Just like the written directions show you, you're going to cut off the small rectangle that was hanging on there. And what you're going to end up with, like you can see in the slide, is a square. So let's go through that one more time. You had a rectangle piece of paper. You folded down the top corner to meet the other side. You had an extra flap of rectangle over here, and you took your scissors and you cut it off and you made yourself a square. I love cutting. It's so much fun. I love this hands-on stuff. Now, once you got that, you're going to fold that triangle back. You're going to fold that square back into a triangle. And you're going to end up cutting the triangle. You're going to end up with 2 triangles. Boom, 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 boom. Now you're going to take those triangles, you're going to fold those in half, just like the diagram is showing you. Taking that triangle, folding it in half. Taking that scissor and ending up with 2 smaller triangles. You can do the very same for the other. Fold that triangle in half, open it up, cut right along where you folded it. And boys and girls, you should end up with 4 small triangles. Then you can talk about what you noticed as you kept folding them and cutting them. And what do you notice about all these triangles? Now that you've got them all made, take a look. So cool cutting stuff up, right? So great to get our hands on stuff. Hopefully that helped you. Make sure you got your shapes all ready for your puzzle. And good luck, boys and girls.